Hi everybody, I'm Brandon,
And I'm Mary.
and welcome to Four Decisions.
Mary.
Well, Mary, today we are going to be checking out the Tin Cup 14er. This is a sourced MGP product, and it is 14 years old, coming in at 84 proof. Now, I've had the standard tin cups, and they're pretty good. They 10-year black top. I really like that one. This is going to be the first time having something of this age statement by Tin Cup.
It's a lower proof, so
Yes, that's the only thing that concerns me on it, because the black top one was rich and full of flavor and everything. I'm hoping that with this 14-year age statement that we'll get a lot of the same and maybe even some more in-depth flavors than what we got on the so
right off the bat, I mean, it's kind of light.
yeah, for a 14-year, I definitely expected it to be darker.
Right? I mean, but it's a clear bottle, so we know what the color of the juice was going to be.
Yeah, and there's not a lot of viscosity on the glass with it, which kind of expected that with it being proof down to 84.
Well, it does have legs. It looks like it coats and kind of holds onto the glass and then slowly comes down.
So let's go on the nose.
For it to be low proof, it's a little sharp on the nose. But it is a fresh crack, so once we get it down to the shoulders, it usually opens up. And
Well, I'm definitely getting the oak, which is to be expected on a 14-year product.
it's like some cinnamon and nutmeg.
Definitely baking spices on it. Maybe just a touch of caramel.
I'm not really picking up any fruit notes.
I'm not either.
You ready?
Well, let's see how it is on the palate.
It's almost very thin.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Kind of flat.
yeah, it swishes just as light as water.
Yeah, not really any coating.
Now there's a nice little warmth in the mouth. There's a little warmth in the throat. I don't really get a hug. Just a little warmth.
Right. I don't get a hug either, but I do. I get some of that sweet oak. I get very light baking spices.
It's almost like a slight that cinnamon on the finish.
Yeah, just a very light cinnamon. Now this is first pour of the day,
Sure.
so you can't trust the first sip. So.
No, that's why I'm going back into the nose to see if I pick up something else.
Right. Let's. Let's go ahead and see.
It's almost like pecan pie.
Not really to me.
I mean,
I'm getting. It's. Oh wow! It's almost like a chlorine effect.
I like that chlorine because when I make pecan pies. I always put cinnamon and there's nutmeg. And I'm getting those, and then I guess the nutty is probably from the oak.
Yeah, I'm not really getting the nutty. Let's check out the palate again. Very thin.
Yeah.
Not a lot to it.
I think it's too is we prefer more fruity.
We do, but I've heard a lot of good things about this, so I picked it up. Now on the finish, like I get a little bit of a hug in the chest, but just as fast as it comes, it goes.
Now, with this, it is very light, and it's to me it would pair very well with a dessert like a pecan pie with a scoop of vanilla bean ice cream.
Yeah,
I think it would go pretty well with it, and almost if you wanted to do like a bread pudding,
yeah.
and do typically it's rum, but we could do like a bourbon.
Well, you can do
it.
You can do the bourbon glazed icing for it, and that would work out. You could probably use some of this with it, and then have this to pair with that as well. If you enjoy the lower proof, this may be something you might want to explore. I typically tend to go for a little bit higher proof than this, but I mean it's not a bad pour. I just think that if they had done it closer to like a 90 to 95 proof, I think a lot more of the subtle flavors that we are getting, and possibly there's some berry flavors on the palate that we're missing out on just because it has been diluted down to 80.
That's what I'm kind of thinking too. It's like if it wasn't diluted as much, that there is like I'm thinking maybe another reason why I'm thinking that the pecan pie is that's usually Cairo, but when you kind of get those flavor notes going, that I really think there would be more like a buttercream to it.
Yeah, well,
if it was just a little stronger.
With this being as light as it is, it would pair well with something like the pecan pie or the bread pudding. You know, this is light, that's more rich and dense and everything. I think it would balance.
And with this, I mean, when I think about a cigar, I would go vanilla with this one.
Yeah. As far as a cigar on this one right here, honestly, it'll be dealer's choice on this one. I know some of the ones that I smoke are very robust, and this would probably get lost with it. So I would say something with a Connecticut wrapper or something like that would serve this one well.
Something light.
Yeah.
To go with it.
Something light, something touch of sweet.
That's why
would go well with this right here, which the Connecticut wrapper, that those tend to have a touch of sweetness to it, and they're generally lighter, not as harsh. I think those would go well with this.
I'm thinking that this is like this. Yeah, my absolute favorite is always chocolate. And I think that a chocolate cigar would be just too much for this. I think this wouldn't hold up.
Yeah.
But if I went with the vanilla ones are usually a little lighter. I think those. I don't know. I think those are not acids.
Awesome. All right. Well, that's going to do it for today. Make sure you guys, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and tell your friends and family about us. And if you've tried the Tin Cup 14er, please give us a comment down below and let us know what you think about it. So until next time, I'm Brandon.
And I'm Mary.
And cheers.
Cheers.